Hey healers and other warriors of light. I hope you had or still have nice Christmas days, and before hopping onto the next healer, let me give you my thoughts on the state of the White Mage in patch 5.18. My general disclaimer for these kind of videos is even more important this time than usually, because healing is a widespread and very complex topic, and mostly it's much more dependent on personal preference if you may fall in love with one specific healer. In the best case, you like more than one and actually switch between them to enjoy all the variety this game has to offer. Therefore, remember the difficulty level may be quite high when it comes to healing, but that also is the case for fun and joy if you embrace that role. So how shall I begin my personal feeling? Right, with a sensational exclamation that directly splits the viewers and their opinions. Actually, the White Mage is the strongest healer around when it comes to his personal performance at least. His damage output since Shadowbringers really is on another level, and the variety of spells has been improved a lot. Compared to Scholar for instance, the White Mage's healing spells really feel much more heavy and massive, and your healing kit is always prepared for any situation you may run into. The Scholar on the other hand needs to get rid of his ether flow stacks, otherwise he would waste precious MP regen resources as well as precious healing potential. The White Mage's lily system is much more flexible, and if you don't overstack lilies, you can easily keep some procs for later or emergency situations. Mentioning emergency situations, let us talk about Benediction. Benediction really can be a game changer and is not realized on the same level on the other healer's arsenal. Of course, Astro's Dignity comes quite near to it, but it's a big difference especially for the Dark Knight's Living Dead ability if you get healed completely or just 60% or something like that. And mentioning overpowered abilities, I know Scholar may be the master of shielding, and of course when it comes to shielding quantity he still is, but shielding quality is another topic, where I think the White Mage dethrones Scholar by eons. Divine Benediction really is such a comfortable spell, and the possibility to put it right after top heals or after reapplying Dia is fantastic. It's just the perfect tool you need for keeping the tank alive, while still focusing on damage until the next intermission comes or you already killed half of the pack with your offensive playstyle. Okay, I cannot stop here. Holy Jesus, this actually is the strongest overall AoE ability in game. It stuns all targets for 5 seconds, deals insane amounts of damage and looks amazing. Especially that delay and build up of the actual animation is so cool. I literally stopped doing expert dailies with other jobs because every time at the first pull I'm already missing Holy when doing it with another job. To be serious on that matter, it is way too overpowered compared to the kit of other healing jobs. In Stormblood or earlier, it actually was a good compensation because the White Mage had the lowest instant spell kit among the healers, but that definitely started changing in Stormblood or at least in Shadowbringers. The most ridiculous fact is that actually healing in this emergency way and form opens up the stage for even more AoE devastation when using Afflatus Solace for keeping the tank in game. You do this 3 times and have access to one insane AoE damaging spell that can also be used while walking. Nay, Louisoix himself would be jealous about these tools the White Mage's arsenal has to offer, and even if I haven't finished leveling my Astrologian, compared to Scholar, the White Mage really feels much more stable and trustworthy. I really cannot stand fairy healing, and even if that is nice at low level dungeons and other content, at least when the White Mage receives his holy spell, dungeons are much more satisfying with our Dark Messenger, that actually is called White Mage. Did I forget Assize? It seems so. Assize is an OGCD as well, that throws in healing and damage alike, and you can easily use it for some snippet healings or to reinstall the HPX on your tank, while sticking to damage. Really guys, I may be overhyped about White Mage at the moment, but I think there's truth within my thoughts, that the kit of White Mage is too strong and the only dividing factors for Scholar and Astrologian are their possibilities to strengthen their mates offensively. So maybe that could be seen as the only weak spot of White Mage, but if you want to be the star of the Zanarkand apes, White Mage is the deal, and I really hope that some of you guys favor the Scholar or Astrologian nonetheless. Otherwise, I would have to partner up with White Mages all the time. To sum this up, how would my perfect healer team would look like for my dream static group? For progress, White Mage plus Scholar, and for speed or grind farm groups, White Mage plus Astrologian. But to be honest, I think each content can and will be cleared by dual healing comps as well, especially with 2 white mages. What do you feel about this topic, my friends? Would you agree with my hype or disagree and flame my healing inexperience to the ground? It's Christmas, so please be gentle. Thanks for watching, and don't be surprised too heavily because I will take a short red mage break before covering the Scholar in its entirety. I need to clear some things up before entering 2020, but don't worry, I won't keep you waiting, huh? See you around, and until next time, take care and embrace violence for its own sake with holy, assize and afflatus misery.